From now on, we will make it clearer and more understandable to the world that the policies we are about to proclaim, centered on the core of world peace, have a single goal: to benefit everyone. This includes ensuring that even children can fully comprehend the message. The content presented in the recorded tapes from now on will be entirely suitable for children to listen to. It will emphasize the essence of world peace, which signifies liberation from all suffering. This will lead to genuine peace, giving, sharing, and mutual assistance. The act of support and unity will transform everything into oneness. The reason this world is divided, competitive, and self-centered stems from the tendency to claim everything as one's own. But do you realize this world belongs to everyone? Or do you desire to claim it for yourself alone? To take the whole world for oneself is impossible. It must be a world for everyone. This world, its land, water, and everything belongs to all, doesn't it? If we understand that everything belongs to everyone, why should we fight over it? All food is for everyone to share, to divide, to support one another. Observe how an army of ants supports each other. Why can't we do the same? Supporting one another, why then is there conflict and competition? It is because actions are driven by self-interest, by the belief in the existence of the self, by the attachment to I. Once there is the concept of I, there arises the desire for possessions to belong to me. This is the root cause of rivalry, quarrels, and disputes. The recordings to be shared from now on will be suitable for everyone. Children, the elderly, people with disabilities, women, men, people of all genders, all ages, all castes, all classes, all ethnicities, all religions, all nations. Everyone can listen. What is the subject? It is about the essence that fosters peace, the essence that enables us to free from exploitation, free from all suffering. This is called liberation from the sense of self. For if there is a sense of self, there will be possessions belonging to that self, and one will struggle and compete to acquire things for oneself. Yet we proclaim that nothing truly belongs to anyone, that there is no self, no possessions of the self. Let everyone see the true essence and where it originates. So, the question of self, what is it? The notion of self, where does it come from? All of us have had these questions since childhood. We seek something, even though we already have everything. Children, family, parents, relatives, food, shelter. We have all these things, yet we continue searching. What more are we looking for? Yet we continue searching, struggling, but in the end, we still do not find what we are looking for. There is a feeling, a sense that we are seeking something, that we desire something, but we do not know what it is. It's a deep feeling inside of wanting something. Why were we born? This question lingers deeply within. Why are we here? What do we truly want? And yet, we do not know. We keep reaching, endlessly searching. From childhood, we have been seeking something. We follow along without answers, continuing the search. Even as we take on responsibilities and careers, we are still searching for something, not knowing what it might be. We may have a family, a home, a car, child, yet it still doesn't feel complete. Even in moments of utmost happiness, there remains a feeling that it is not truly what we are seeking. Deep within the depths of our hearts lies the question, why were we born? What is it that we truly desire? As time passes and we grow older, we begin to notice that this body starts to weaken and fall ill more frequently. We start to realize that the body won't last much longer. Illnesses we never experienced before begin to appear, such as diabetes, followed by a host of other conditions: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, strokes, clogged arteries, dizziness, and disorientation. Then comes cancer. The illnesses become more frequent. Allergies worsen over time. Food allergies, environmental allergies, seemingly allergic to everything. Going outside becomes difficult, and one can no longer tolerate external impacts. it becomes clear that the body cannot last much longer. From childhood to the present, life has been lived fulfilling duties, yet there has always been a search for something. We have wanted something, but we don't know what it is. There remains a feeling that it is not what we truly desire. Everything we have done, everything we have been, it's still not what we're looking for. Finally, the search turns toward a spiritual path. We begin studying at various places, seeking liberation, longing to be free from suffering. Having spent an entire life doing everything, now the body can no longer keep up. Aging has set in, and the strength to continue is fading. There is a yearning for peace of mind, to let go, to release, to have nothing more. It feels like enough, exhausted from all the mental fabrications, tired of everything. The desire grows to let go, to leave this world where we've been endlessly searching. Yet, we cannot leave. We cannot escape this society, this family, or all the bonds that tie us. We are constantly entangled in stories that pull us into chaos. Even meals no longer taste as good, and sleep is rarely satisfying. The body is no longer what it used to be, afflicted with one thing after another. We need to take medicine as our food and eat meals as mere accompaniments. This marks the beginning of finding a way out. Ultimately, what we are trying to seek has begun to show results. We are discovering that we desire something. We wish to escape from everything, to let go of everything, to stop entirely. The desire to relinquish all things is emerging as we approach what our minds truly seek. The key issue is that throughout our lives we have studied and sought knowledge, but there is one subject, one type of knowledge that we have never encountered. We know everything about this world. Every school teaches us, and we understand all worldly subjects. Even knowledge that extends beyond the universe, we possess it all. The vast array of worldly knowledge is entirely within our grasp. But there is one subject that no one has ever taught. Going against the current, turning inward, discovering who we truly are. Who are we? Where did we come from? From the very beginning, when did we first come into existence? This body, if it dies, do we have to seek a new one? To find another form, be it as aquatic creatures, land animals, underground beings, aerial beings, or winged creatures. Before becoming human, we constantly changed forms, mostly taking the shapes of animals. In those forms, we were often eaten. While being consumed, we experienced immense pain and suffering. At that time, when we were fish and were eaten, we harbored great resentment. Our bodies were devoured, and in that moment, we believed we were fish, consumed by others. This led to intense anger. In the next life, we might be born as creatures that come to eat those who once ate us, and we might eat them as well. When they experience pain, the cycle continues. Next time, they might come to eat us again. This back and forth of consuming and being consumed continues as we are born as various animals. Sometimes we exist to be eaten. Other times we are born to eat others. This cycle repeats endlessly. Even now, we believe we are human. Ultimately, what exactly are we? When will this cycle come to an end? We are born into this life to seek sustenance, to eat, and then to sleep. Then we wake up, seek food again, eat, and sleep once more. This is all there is: waking, eating, sleeping, and waking again, endlessly preoccupied with such trivial matters. From morning till night, then wake up to find food, then sleep, and then wake up again. While seeking food, we harm, insult, boast, kill, hurt, hate, get angry, love, be deluded, and cling to everything. These leave us restless, unable to sleep at ease. Lately, life has become increasingly overwhelming. But upon closer reflection, this body only needs one plate of food. Why do we struggle so much? Struggling to the point of suffering, struggling to the point of having no time to eat, no time to rest, no time to seek liberation from suffering. All that remains is suffering, exploitation, anger, hatred, endless turmoil. there is no peace or tranquility. All our efforts, in the end, are for just one plate of food. So, are we slaves to this body, or is this body a slave to us? When will we finally break free from this? All of these things, when examined deeply, reveal that if this body were to die, what remains? Only the essence of life, empty, clear and pure, along with the manifestations created by this life essence or our mind as tools. These manifestations include sounds, mental images we imagine, emotions that arise, perceptions we experience, the sound of spoken words, the awareness of hearing those sounds. All of these are tools. Once we leave the body, what remains is the pure essence or our mind, which is the essence of life. Only the essence remains. Life and its manifestations. Life essence is an empty, clear and pure substance. It uses these manifestations as tools for perceiving, reacting and shaping experiences, continually seeking a body to further shape and learn as the answer to its true nature remains elusive. If this life essence finds a new body, that body won't last long. All bodies are subject to suffering and are destined to decay. The body exists only temporarily. So why not use the time we have to urgently seek the answer to who we truly are? Why are we trapped in the cycle of rebirth, obtaining a body that is bound to be short-lived? After one body deteriorates, it seeks a new one. When will this cycle of life essence and its manifestations finally come to an end? This shows that our life essence still has not found the answer. Why does it search? Why does it rely on the body to seek something? Our life essence is empty, clear, pure and intangible. Where exactly it resides is unknown, yet we know we are alive. If the mind or life essence were to leave the body would collapse, become a lifeless corpse, and decay. The body is alive because the life essence resides within it. This is what makes it significant. But what exactly does this life essence seek? The life essence, why does it continually seek to learn everything? After learning throughout its existence, after having been everything, what more does it seek to become? Whether aspiring to be a hermit in meditation or anything else, it has already been all of it. It has been a deity, a descendant of deities, a child of various beings. It has been everything. It has been rich, poor, herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals, aquatic creatures, land creatures, subterranean beings. It has been a human of virtue, a flawed human, someone of high status, and someone of low status. It has been all of these. It has had children, wives, and husbands in abundance. It has propagated countless lineages and has been everything imaginable. Before we find the answer, the mind seeks a new body because it hasn't yet resolved the question. This is the core issue. The pure life essence has yet to discover certain truths. It is compelled to learn and understand. Let us examine why this life essence must be endlessly reborn. This is the key question. Why does the cycle of birth never end? Each time we are born, the cycle repeats: birth, pain, and death. We rely on things born to die, such as the body. Whatever body it may be, it is destined to decay. We inhabit it only temporarily, but during this time we merely eat and sleep, wake and eat, sleep again, repeating endlessly. We never truly seek to understand when this cycle will end. What is our true origin? What are we searching for? Deep down, we feel a need to understand something, but we don't know what it is. This is the question. What do we truly want? Why were we born? There is an instinct, a natural awareness, urging us to seek something, but we remain unsure of what it is. This innate knowledge, this natural instinct, arises from a purity inherent in nature. Thus, we must reflect and turn inward to explore this further. Turn inward and explore within, dividing it into three aspects to help us access the origin of our essence. Once we reach this, we will encounter the core of peace, the true peace of the world. Every being consists of the essence of life, also called the core of the mind. Within each of us exists this life essence, which is empty, clear, and pure. This is the true essence of life within us. This life essence is emptiness, clarity, clearer than clear, and supremely pure. In this purity, there is no manifestation, only the transparent core that existed before all things. It is called the primordial essence, the origin of all forms. This essence is the source from which manifestations arise. These manifestations function as tools of perception, stirring to assign meaning. It can be likened to a clear drop of water floating before us. This droplet possesses surface tension. When something like the wind touches it, the droplet ripples in response. First, it perceives the contact and senses the impact, generating awareness of the interaction. The contact produces a subsequent effect, a ripple that spreads across the water's surface. The surface tension of the water serves the role of perception, responding to the contact. The ripple, this is the manifestation of the primordial essence. When we are the life essence, which is the primordial source, empty, clear, and pure, this is the deepest layer. This is the true essence of who we are, and it is supremely pure. This essence exists beyond everything. The manifestation of this essence forms the second layer, while the deepest layer is the first, called the primordial source. This is the core, the number one essence. We must access it. Everyone in this world must access this essence. It is a challenge we must overcome, a journey to complete in this lifetime, and as swiftly as possible, ideally within 7 days, or no more than 7 months. Listen to the teachings repeatedly. Do not delay. Achieve this, know it, and feel it fully in your heart. Then we will encounter the core of peace for the world. We will understand how true peace arises, transcending everything. Once we reach this essence, only giving remains. There will no longer be a sense of self, no identity, no me. Upon reaching this essence, only pure clarity remains, a purity beyond measure, a life that is absolutely pure. Imagine if we had no physical form, only pure and transparent essence, no shape, no language, no stories, nothing at all. It would be as though we knew no one and nothing. Guide everyone to see this pure essence, the true core of who we are. This body is not truly ours. Even its manifestations are not ours. They are merely tools. These manifestations include sounds, mental images, emotions, and perceptions. These are the second layer, the manifestations. The pure, clear, and empty life essence, which is our core, is the mind, the primordial source. The second layer consists of manifestations that enclose this essence. We have lived relying on these for so long that we've forgotten we are the essence itself. Right now, we rely on the sound. The sound we hear as we speak, it is what we are using. But this sound is a manifestation. It is a natural phenomenon performing the function of speaking within our minds. Just observe. Inside, there is always an inner voice speaking. Inside our mind, there is no mouth, yet the voice speaks continuously. Can you see it? Once you do, you'll realize this voice is not us. It is a natural process performing the function of speaking, a voice that carries meaning. Another manifestation is the creation of images. These are mental pictures of ourselves or scenarios we imagine. For instance, every time we think of something, an image follows. For example, we think or say in our mind, take a large chicken, steam it with garlic and pepper, marinate it with garlic and pepper, add lemongrass, and steam it until fragrant. Then prepare a spicy dipping sauce with roasted chili powder. Then steam it until it's tender, imagining everyone having a whole chicken to themselves. Along with this thought comes an image. Meanwhile, the inner voice continues to speak. Try observing it, the voice that works on its own, naturally speaking on its own. The key point is that our life essence relies on these tools. These tools, including the voice, are merely instruments of the primordial essence. We are the primordial essence itself. However, instead of focusing on the essence, we rely on these tools. The voice, for example. As we think or speak internally, we might imagine a large chicken, not a free-range chicken because it's too tough, but a farm-raised chicken would be better. Add garlic, pepper, lemongrass, steam it until fragrant, and prepare a dipping sauce with roasted chili powder. Or maybe skip the rice. Papaya salad would be better, something spicy and flavorful. As we think or speak this way, images appear, emotions follow. The voice speaking within is one of the manifestations. It is a natural process of sound, not belonging to anyone, performing its function. Similarly, mental images serve their purpose, and emotions arise as a reaction to the sound and the images. Every time we think or imagine, when there's an inner voice, images will appear and emotions will follow. When what we think aligns with what we desire, feelings of satisfaction arise. However, if we think or imagine something different, steaming the chicken like this, adding papaya salad, we plan to do it, but there's not a single cent in hand. What now? Frustration sets in. No money, no way forward, negative emotions arise. When reality doesn't match our thoughts and expectations, negative emotions surface. On the other hand, if reality aligns with what we think or imagine, positive emotions emerge. This is the natural process of our life essence. It creates such manifestations. Whenever we start creating these inner voices, we cling to them. Each time we feel the urge to speak, to think about something, or to do something, this is the manifestation of attaching to that voice. Yet this voice is a natural process. It arises and fades away on its own. The key is not to cling to it or hold on to it. Let it perform its function and move on. For example, when we pick up a spoon to eat, we take food into our mouth, feel full, and then set the spoon down. That's it. It's done. The spoon is not ours. It's just a tool used to nourish the body. Once its purpose is fulfilled, it's over. No need to dwell on whether we should or shouldn't have picked it up. It's done, we ate, and we're full. Similarly, these tools, like the inner voice, are simply instruments we use. Their purpose is to help us recognize that we are the life essence. For now, we are relying on them, but it's essential to understand that the voice speaking within is merely a tool, devoid of self and identity, belonging to no one, just a ripple, existing solely for communication. Our mind ripples in response, understanding and processing instantly, following along and then dissipating. There is no need to cling. Let it fulfill its function. The phenomena that arise are simply performing their respective duties. Clinging or releasing is their matter. Whether one is aware or unaware of this is their matter. Whether one understands or does not understand is also their matter. Yet, one must aim to understand, to know, and to perceive the process. Listening to recordings repeatedly will deepen the understanding and lead to internal realization. I am now pointing inward, encouraging reflection within, so that we may see the truth. All of this is external and part of the natural processes that operate independently. We are the essence of life, empty, pure, and pristine, residing within. This can be divided into 3 levels. The first level is the essence of pure life. The second level is the phenomena, sounds, mental images, and emotions that arise and operate simultaneously with an awareness that functions concurrently. Every time we think, imagine, or feel emotions, this awareness operates in tandem. These 4 phenomena are natural processes that operate independently. Then it dissolves. It is a ripple of emptiness, clear and pure, that eventually dissolves back into emptiness. This is because we are the essence of life, empty, clear, and pristine. These phenomena are merely surface manifestations of the pure essence within us. They are tools, representing the second level. As for the third level, when this pure essence utilizes the tools of the second level, it ripples into awareness, and it is necessary to rely on the body as a tool in order to fully and completely learn everything. It is fortunate to have the opportunity to reside in a human form in this era and to come across this recording. This is a core teaching of peace, a foundational teaching for the peace of the world. It is a teaching that allows us to discover the truth of who we truly are and what we are ultimately seeking. When we reach this understanding, we will realize that this is what we have been seeking all along. However, once we embody the human form, we begin to cling to the belief that we are human. This is the issue at hand. Do you start to understand? Because by nature, we all believe we are human. We believe we have names and surnames. We believe we are women or men. We truly believe we are human and have forgotten that we are the essence of life, empty, clear, and merged as one with the emptiness of the infinite universe. At the very beginning, we are the original essence, the primordial element that has never been involved with anything. This becomes clear when we erase the entire universe. Erase it completely. Erase the darkness and the light. Erase the stars, the sun, the black holes, everything. Even the smallest speck of dust is erased. What remains is a clear emptiness that has existed since the beginning. Anyone who can visualize this will understand. This is what we are, the essence itself. Everything else arises later as phenomena. When we erase this body, along with the phenomena of sound, image, emotion, and awareness, removing the outer layers, the phenomena, we are left with nothing but the pure, clear, and pristine emptiness. This is our true essence. Everything else is merely a temporary tool we inhabit. This is why it is emphasized that the body will not last long. Do not think the body can endure indefinitely. An accident can end it in an instant, in just 1 second. Even in a single fleeting moment, the body can die easily. For instance, slipping in the bathroom while about to shower, your head strikes the floor and it's over. Or experiencing severe diarrhea to the point of shock, dehydration, or a lack of glucose, the body will cease immediately. Death can come swiftly, unpredictably, without warning. In the end, this body does not last long. The opportunity to listen to this recording, to hear this core teaching of world peace, is meant to help us recognize our true essence before it is too late. The key is to understand our true essence, that we are not this body. This understanding is essential because much of the division and competition in the world today, the endless striving to become wealthy and to accumulate as much as possible, begs the question, for what purpose? To eat just one plate of food? Do you realize that we cling to the idea of self and belongings? It is this attachment to self and what is ours that creates our struggles. Even if we amass a great deal, deep inside we still yearn for something more. Even if we were handed the entire world, we would still feel restless and unable to sleep. There is something we seek that is beyond this world. Even if we owned everything, we would still eat only one plate of food because that is all the body needs. Yet we remain sleepless because our true essence, the essence of life, does not desire anything else. This essence, which is pure, clear, and empty, is the original element. It does not know what it truly is. It is an element lacking knowledge, akin to being born anew and beginning to learn something for the first time. It does not know, but it still seeks what it truly desires. The pure, clear, and empty essence of life, our original element, wants to understand what it truly is. When we discover the truth that this body or this world does not belong to us, we realize that we are merely inhabiting this body temporarily to come to know our essence of life. Even the sound we hear is not ours. The sound being spoken is simply a natural phenomenon, an occurrence like a wave. A wave is merely an effect of water. We are the clear water. and the wave is an effect caused by surface tension when the water is disturbed. Similarly, sound is an effect, mental images are effects, and emotions are effects. We often crave pleasant emotions and reject unpleasant ones. Yet both happiness and suffering are merely effects, manifestations of the natural state of life. When we cling to these effects, we become trapped within them, leading to the cycle of existence described earlier. When this body dies, the essence of life, enveloped by these tools, sounds, images, emotions, and awareness, will seek another body to inhabit. This is because it continues to desire pleasant emotions, doesn't it? So, it must seek a new body to fulfill that craving. Craving pleasant emotions has led to countless bodies. We have changed forms innumerable times, yet it never ends. Each new life brings the same question deep inside. Why are we born? We feel the need for something, but it is never truly what we desire. We remain stuck in the same cycle, as if trapped in a frame, like watching the same movie repeatedly. Each time it plays, it is the same old story, boring and tiresome. We should stop watching, but there seems to be no other story to see. Every birth places us in a body. Life begins, and the body must seek sustenance, eating to survive, surviving to eat, and then dying. The cycle repeats, eating, surviving, dying. When will we finally escape the world of the body? Understanding eventually dawns. We are the essence of life, clear, empty, and pure. We are merely inhabiting this body temporarily to learn about our essence. Being born as a human is an extraordinary blessing. This has nothing to do with religion, caste, or nationality. Every person on this planet possesses a pure, clear, and empty essence of life. All of these essences share the same need to understand themselves. This essence of life seeks to know what it truly is. It has created effects and tools, thoughts, mental images, emotions, and awareness. These are its tools, and they are simply natural phenomena. Speak for yourself, but never cling to it as if it were truly you. It cannot be grasped, do you see? It is intangible. Can anyone truly possess a sound? Why then do we suffer because of sound? Think about it. Isn't sound just a phenomenon? Can sound be touched? It cannot. Sound is merely something, like the cry of an elephant, just noise. The sound being spoken here is also powerless. It exists solely for communication. Yet we mistakenly cling to it, thinking it has substance, but it has none. This sound has no owner, no self, no being. It belongs to no one. It is a natural phenomenon of our essence of life. We are the essence of life. Sound is a phenomenon. Mental images are phenomena. Emotions, no matter their form, are also phenomena. Do not cling to them as if they belong to anyone. They are intangible. Do not hold on to them so tightly that they cause suffering. Some people suffer deeply, even to the point of tears. But where is this suffering? Can you bring it here and show it to me? Where is it? If it cannot be found, why cling to it? It is merely a phenomenon. If we understand that it is just a phenomenon, not something that belongs to us, then suffering is simply suffering, and happiness is simply happiness. These are phenomena that arise on their own and fade on their own. If we do not cling, things will fade away on their own. What is being perceived, heard, known, or seen happens naturally without effort, without intention, and without the need for practice. There is no need to train. You already hear and know it. It arises and fades on its own, understood through the natural process of phenomena. These phenomena are like the rippling of water's surface. The ripples occur naturally, but they cannot alter the water itself. The ripples manifest as sound, images, emotions, or awareness, but they are simply movements within the clear emptiness of our minds. We, however, have no form. We are the essence of life, empty, clear, and pure. This essence is the original and pristine state. If we were to reach a state of complete fulfillment, what would there be to suffer about? Why would we care about or cling to anything Why drown ourselves in anything? It is senseless to struggle endlessly, gathering more and more, hoping to achieve something through accumulation. Isn't it burdensome? Why do it? In the end, we only eat one plate of food. Why gather more? There is no need to hoard. It is better to share with others. If we have a large business, it's fine. A large business can distribute profits to help the poor, provide livelihoods, and enable everyone to share resources. Let us create a unified structure together. I will distribute my recording, which is the essence of world peace, to everyone on earth right now. I want everyone to listen to it. I will tell every school, every teacher, every institution, and every religious group to listen. The essence of peace will arise through those of us who reach our pure essence. When we achieve this, we will see that none of this is truly us. Observe closely the sound of your voice, the emotions you feel, notice them internally. See clearly that the awareness of hearing arises on its own, emotions emerge on their own, and speaking happens on its own. It is an unknown ripple, a ripple that speaks. Observe and realize there is nothing that is us. The moment you see this, it will feel as though you are being pulled out of your identity as a person, as though you are being released from the world itself. It is like looking down from the sky to the ground below. From the sky we are empty, clear elements without form, looking down at the earth. From this perspective, what are humans doing? They seem like ants, like termites, scurrying around. What are they searching for? Fighting, destroying, dividing, competing, arguing, what are they looking for? This is my land, they claim. But where exactly is my land? Who does this world belong to? The land belongs to the land, as it always has, doesn't it? Then why fight over it? It's just ants and termites scurrying around, quarreling and competing for land. The land belongs to this world. You can't take it with you. Don't fight over it, share it instead. Live together, share food, and don't compete for water. There's water in abundance on this earth. Drink it, consume it, but remember that no matter how much you drink, eventually it passes through you, evaporates into clouds, and falls back as rain. The cycle repeats. What's the point of fighting over it? Water remains on this earth. Why quarrel over it? There's no need to compete. Just share. Don't strive to be wealthy or powerful. Why crave power when we all live together? In the end, nothing truly belongs to us. Once we reach a state beyond human attachment, connecting to the essence of life that is empty, clear, and pure, we realize freedom. Yet upon reaching this state, why do we cry? Do you know why? As we gain understanding, layer by layer, clarity arises. Our mind creates voices, imagines images, feels emotions. But why do we cling to these things that we already know are transient? Realization comes naturally. What are we searching for? When we transcend and see clearly, understanding unfolds, bringing a sense of lightness and relief that deepens over time. Tears may flow as we recognize our own ignorance in clinging to the idea of self. Yet in truth, we have never truly existed in this world. We are the essence of life, an empty, pure, and transparent element. No one ever taught us this. Even our parents didn't know. As children, we were never taught this wisdom. Now, upon discovering the truth that we have never truly existed as individuals in this world, that we are pure and transparent elements, we feel sorrow and regret. Tears flow as we wonder why we've been so blind. Why didn't anyone teach us this? From this moment on, we resolve to share this understanding with everyone. We aim to guide others towards seeing this pure essence. We will share this truth and spread it across the world. Follow, share, and join the channel that leads to liberation. Through platforms like YouTube, we will bring this message to the world. When the world listens and understands, the truth will shine, that nothing is truly ours. We will become the pure essence, awakening to the miraculous reality that emerges when we transcend. This essence of life has long created sensations and held on to them. When this essence finally sees the truth, it recognizes that these sensations, these sounds, these images, and these emotions are nothing more than transient states. The pure essence will release itself, untangling and breaking free. It is like breaking the stem of a lotus. When pulled apart, all the fine fibers snap. When the pure essence of life within us is freed from these sensations, we become empty, clear and pure, with no trace of self remaining. We once believed we were humans with knowledge, families and attachments. All of these illusions dissolve and break away from our hearts, leaving only pure clarity. A new awareness arises. We are the pure essence, and sensations are not us. Even this body is not us. When illness arises, suffering no longer affects us because suffering itself is just a sensation. The body displays symptoms. It ages, gets sick, and eventually dies. Emotions manifest as sensations. Sounds express themselves as sensations. Mental images arise, and awareness simply observes itself. Everything operates autonomously. This realization unfolds within, freeing us from all suffering. Tears may flow, and we may cry in wonder. The experience is profoundly astonishing, a radiant brightness that envelops everything. Sometimes, we even glimpse the past lives of others, though this depends on the individual. Such phenomena are merely playful manifestations of this wonder. Yet no matter how extraordinary the experience, do not cling to the idea that it is us. What is it then? Some people, upon experiencing such sensations, feel an extraordinary revelation and start to believe they are like gods. I am God. I am the greatest. But no, that's not it. If you cling to being something, you are attaching yourself once again. You are holding on, identifying with that notion, falling into the same trap of creating and sinking into emotions and sensations. You are still stuck and haven't truly realized the truth. True understanding only comes when there is nothing left of self, no sense of being anything at all. The voice is not you, the image is not you, the emotions and knowledge are not you. Everything you perceive crumbles away, leaving only purity, free of arrogance, pride, or ego. There will no longer be any self in this world, just tools and sensations performing their functions. This realization becomes the essence of global peace. Everyone should stop harming and arguing with one another. Understand this: we are not these bodies, and this voice does not belong to anyone. They are merely sensations. The voice, the mental images, the emotions, all are simply phenomena. Even the awareness itself is just a phenomenon. Let us use this understanding to teach everyone, from children to the elderly, across the entire world. This is the one and only true knowledge. Unified understanding brings peace to everyone. This knowledge should be taught to every individual from childhood. Once people learn it, they will understand everything and be freed from suffering, ego, pride, greed, and the desire for dominance. When everyone connects with their pure essence, life on this earth will become peaceful. Living will then be about sharing, as there will be no reason to hoard or crave wealth, success, or power. Without the desire to be better, richer, or more influential, there will be only the desire to give. Everyone will focus fully on their role, sharing their contributions with others. Some may take on greater responsibilities, but not for personal gain or status, rather for the equality and well-being of all. Conversations will center on this pure essence. Those who realize it will find it profoundly miraculous and share their experiences with others. Hearing such stories will inspire those who haven't yet reached this understanding. Witnessing friends attain this clarity will fill hearts with joy and motivate others to strive for the same. This shared inspiration and mutual encouragement will create a cycle of growth and discovery. Observe. Listen to this recording often, daily, for up to 7 days or 7 months. It likely won't take that long, but if you can't overcome this inner challenge, it might take more time. You must conquer it from within and reach true understanding. The key is not to cling to this voice. The main point is to avoid attaching yourself to this voice, as it creates everything. This voice tells us what a father, a mother, a house, or a car is. It identifies the left arm, the right arm, and claims them as ours. For example, the voice might instruct you to look at your left or right arm, or even a tree, but it doesn't inherently define what kind of tree it is. Yet this voice labels it, a tamarind tree, for instance. Similarly, the voice doesn't naturally say what a car is, but it assigns meaning, a sedan, a pickup truck, a Toyota. Do you see? This voice assigns value and meaning to everything. It creates mental images, followed by emotions, while awareness observes it all naturally. Just observe within. Recognize that these sensations are not you. When someone finds the strength and clarity to observe, they will begin to notice. Use observation each day, from waking to sleeping. Observe at any moment, casually and calmly, without force. Listen consistently until my voice resonates deeply within your consciousness. As you listen, a point will come where you feel, I'm close now, just a little more, and I will understand. Gradually the weight will lift, bringing clarity and lightness. When the separation happens completely, you will see the essence of true peace. You will understand everything, including why we harm and exploit one another. Where does the sense of self exist? There is nothing that truly belongs to us or is ours. Live together without harming one another, without fighting or competing for land. No one can take the land, as everything belongs to this world. Let us coexist and share. Why quarrel? Where there is an abundance of food, let it be shared with places where there is little. Where resources are plentiful, extend them to those in need. Sharing and helping one another will allow us to live together in harmony and peace. Through this understanding, we can use knowledge to further develop the world and make it flourish. This knowledge is profound. Scientists are delving deeply into quantum systems, exploring the smallest particles. Yet this understanding already exists within our consciousness. Look inward, and everything will become clear. Future technology will achieve extraordinary things because all knowledge arises from the pure, empty essence of life within us. This is the true origin of everything. Turn inward to discover it. Do not rush to seek it externally, for all knowledge already resides within us. Let this be the end for now. May everyone in this world awaken to the essence of their pure original nature swiftly and profoundly. May all beings be witnesses. Let all the Buddhas bear witness. From this moment onward, I will diligently listen to this Dharma. I will awaken within, observe thoughts, emotions, and awareness as natural phenomena, not as self or mine. I will not cling to any states or conditions. I will not be reborn again. This life will be my final life, and once I have realized the Dharma, I will teach my children, grandchildren, and acquaintances to awaken within, without clinging to thoughts, emotions, or mental states, until the last breath, as an offering to the Buddha. Thank you for watching and engaging with these teachings on awakening. If you found them meaningful, we would deeply appreciate your support through subscribing, liking the video, or sharing your thoughtful comments.